Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna be going over Team Fortress 2's Man vs Machine game mode for new players. My name is Baz and let's just get right into it. If you're a new player just trying to get into Man vs Machine, you should probably skip this part. But if you want to get into the lore and history, I'm going to be discussing it since I think it adds substance and character to the whole mode. If you're not interested, skip to this part of the video for actual tips and stuff like that. If you're still here, I'm going to assume you're interested, so let's get right into it. Man vs Machine was released on August 15th, 2012, but it was also foreshadowed a few times before that. Back in the day, when an update was released, it was soon usually joined by a new issue in the Team Fortress comics. This was no exception. With the new series of comics, we find out about Zephaniah Man's long-lost third son, Grey Man, who was using anti-aging technology powered by Australium to cheat death. He plotted revenge on his brothers and was successful in his attempt. He then planned to take over Manco by becoming CEO. The problem was that the current owner of the infamous company, Saxton Hale, would never give up his position willingly. Until Olivia Man, the daughter of Grey Man, challenged Saxton to a fight in unarmed combat for the position of CEO. Saxton Hale, refusing to fight a young child, had to give up his position, since the Manco policy states that whoever wins in a duel in unarmed combat becomes CEO, and Saxton technically lost since he couldn't bring himself up to beat up a child. The story also goes somewhat deep into the past of some of the mercenaries, such as Heavy and Sniper. I recommend reading through it all since this was just a quick run over the beginning. Once you finish reading the comics, don't worry, issue number 7 is still coming soon. Now I'm going to explain the absolute basics of Man vs Machine. So, your goal is to stop the robots from planting the bomb into the bomb hatch. If they blow up the hatch, you fail the wave and you and your team have to replay it. Your team is built up of you and 5 other people, so teamwork plays a big part in beating a wave. You can join up in a boot camp match to get comfortable with the mode, although I will say that this mode is pretty limited, and you probably won't return after you get accustomed to it. When you feel ready, you might want to use a Tour of Duty ticket to join in on a man-up match for a chance to earn some cool rewards such as kill street kits or Australians. You're going to be facing robotic versions of each of the 9 classes, but every once in a while you're going to encounter a variety of modified robots, like giant, rapid-firing, and/or crit-boosted robots, among others. As for actual brand new threats, there's the Sentry Buster and the tank. Sentry Busters will explode when they get into the proximity of an engineer sentry, and will chase you down if you're carrying it. The explosion will also kill you if you're in its blast radius. To destroy the Sentry Buster, carry your sentry up close to it and run away, or if you have the Rescue Ranger equipped, you could just bait it out. The tank is an armored vehicle of sorts that carries a bomb inside itself and will slowly drive itself to the bomb hatch. The tank doesn't have any forms of attack, besides running you over if you get too close to it from a certain angle. Tanks won't usually be too much of a problem if your team focuses it all at once. The tank also explodes when it's destroyed, but it won't harm you. This little HUD shows the stats of the robot that's currently carrying the bomb. This small graphic shows the robot's buff meter. The more time an individual robot carries the bomb, the more buffs it will gain, so don't take too long in taking out the bomb carrier. Don't let the robots capture the control points, as they'll move the robot's spawn up. Need a little boost against the machines? Try out canteens. They provide boosts like Uber or crits for a few seconds anytime you want. You activate the canteens by pressing H. I skipped out on the canteens when I first started out, thinking they were useless, so don't make my mistake. You can buy canteens at the upgrade station. Speaking of which, the upgrade station is a spot where you can upgrade your weapons and personal stats. To buy upgrades, use the cash you get from destroying robots. It's highly recommended to get these upgrades, especially for Engineer and Medic, but they're important for all the classes. It's usually located at spawn, but some maps have others across the map. Airblast the bomb carrier off ledges to reset the bomb's location. Scout has an increased cache pickup radius. Use the Sapper as spy to slow down and disable groups of robots, although bigger robots might just get slowed down instead of getting disabled. Upgraded Mad Milk and Girardi slows down robots. Destroy engineer bots before they're able to set up a teleporter. Watch your teammates' backs. Don't taunt after killing the robots. Try out coordinated attacks if you're having trouble against a specific robot. Know when to play a certain class. Prioritize your targets. Never stick around one location for too long. Some maps have several robot spawns on different locations of the map, so stay alert. Group up to take advantage of banners. Experiment. Weapons that might be considered viable in vanilla TF2 might not be the best choice in man vs machine. Meanwhile, others that are usually overlooked might be great to have in your loadout. Most of you probably know that Team Fortress 2 isn't in a great state as of the making of this video, but MVM is worse. TF2 has at least gotten some love during the past few years. Meanwhile, Valve completely neglects MVM since it hasn't been touched in ages, but as usual, the community has picked up the game where Valve has dropped it off. Potato.tf has been hosting custom MVM content for a while, and I highly recommend checking it out. Everything you saw today was from Potato.tf, so check them out. As usual, this is the end of the video, so if you guys enjoyed, give me a like, subscribe, give me criticism in the comments. It helps me improve and grow the content I'm making. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys next week. So, see ya.